Hi Shuai, I send you a video, okay, I changed the chair. I send you a video to work on this tune that is called Dancing on the Ceiling. It's a melody that you already know, I think, and it's something like that. And more and more. So I give you some different kind of exercise on this tune. Our aim is to play it on piano solo. The first things that you have to do is to construct the four voice disposition of your hands and to work on that. So the first really easy exercise is root. With this finger you have to play the octave or the measure 7 or the 7 of the chord or the 6 if sometimes the author ask you for the 6 or if you want to play the 6. So if you need an octave, it's easy. Measure 7 is half step down the octave. Minor 7, which is 7, the number 7, because 7 for us is minor 7. Measure 7 is written May 7. So if it is 7, then it's a minor 7. This means that you have to go down one tone, a whole step down. If you have a 6, then you go a little bit more and you reach the 6, which is half step down the minor 7. So octave, measure 7, minor 7, which is written only 7, 6. This is what the left hand has to do. The right hand has to play the melody, but you have to take care to have a finger here free to play the third of the chord. If the third of the chord is already singing because it's a note of the melody by chance, then you can put another note, mostly the 5th or something that you can reach easily. Mostly it's the 5th. So, first bar, F, measure 7, melody, third. The second chord is minor 7, because it's this plus that you see is the 5th, but you don't need it now. It's not relative to the 7. The 7, when it's major, is written as in the first chord, May 7. This plus that you see in the second bar is only relative to the 5th, but you don't have to carry it. Melody, root, octave, measure 7, yeah. 7, third. Diminished. Diminished, this means with the minor diminished 7, this means octave, measure 7, minor 7, diminished 7, third, and melody. So it's A minor 7, A, octave, minor 7, third, that is already singing, then you can put the 5th, and so on. I I play everything from the beginning really slowly, so you can check what I do. If I'm wrong somewhere, don't care. You know how to have to think about, because it can happen that I am not fast enough to think and to put some wrong note. Okay, here you could play the third here, or the minor fifth, the diminished fifth, because the chord is A minor 7, flat 5. Flat 5 is really important to know, because it's giving you the feeling that you are going on a minor key, because this is the second, fifth and one on G minor, so you need this flat 5, and when you find chords which are minor 7, flat 5, then it's nice to put the flat 5 somewhere, so maybe you can miss the third and to put this instead of that. Sometimes, for example, in the second bars of the second line, this where the flat 5 is, if you have to go to D7, you have to jump. Then in this case, when there is a 2, 5, 1, I think it could be nicer to put in only this case the fifth degree, 1/3, 7 and melody. So you change and you put here the 7 instead of here the third instead of the 7. So it's the left hand. Big hands, you can put that. If not, you just put another 7 here or another third. You are good with that. You see that everything I say is a kind of law, a kind of rule, but you have to handle it in a creative way. It's more a way to think, but sometimes you have to put something different. This example, because musical is better not to do something like that. So you just have to take care of this, because you are quite good in harmony, I know, so you can go another step forward. Okay, when you are sure with this, then you can start thinking about the possibility to reach every chord from the chords half step up. What is the meaning of this? Is that if you have to go For example, let me say the last bar of the second line. So exactly. Yeah. In this point. Okay, you have to go there. F6, sorry. You can reach it with the dominant chord. That means a minor 7, a chord, major chord with a minor 7. Half step up. F sharp dominant, F sharp minor 7, F sharp 7, let's say, F sharp 7, major chord with the minor 7, F. This is a way to reach every chord with its own dominant chords, because this F sharp dominant is the twin chord with C7, because the tritone of C7 and of F sharp minor 7, F sharp 7 is the same. It means that this is going there and this is going there, and then this can go there. You know now the rule and the theory, but you can forget it, and you just have to think that every time you want to reach a chord, you can pass fast through the chord one step up with the minor 7. If I have to go there, for example, I can go. If I have to go, let me say, I don't know, G minor, I can go from A flat major, dominant, G minor. So you can play in this way. Sorry? Now I do it too much, but it's to show you the possibility. For the first time you can go through the tune doing this every time you can, even if it's too much, aesthetically it's too much, but then you can study all the possibilities, and then you will decide where and how to play it. Here you. Okay, now when this is you don't have to think so much. Then when you have it, it's like studying a classical tune. You have to study it slowly and thinking a lot. Then your ear start recognizing this. And then you don't have to think about it anymore. When you feel that you want the sound, your hands will go there by themselves. You don't have to think about every chords. You have to reach this point that you don't have to think about every chord, but your ear suggests you a sound which is something chromatically, and your hands go there. And this takes a lot of time, so you will have to work on this. You can also do something like that. I will show you. You don't see it now, but I will put in the PDF on the classroom. I wrote a kind of harmonization so that you can start as in the same way you made for Somewhere Over the Rainbow. You decide how to play it, and then you write it, and then you study it as a classical tune. So your hands learn it and your ear learn it, and then you will not have to think about it when you will reach the same kind of movement in other tunes. So I suggest you to write down this this kind of stuff. You will decide how, and you write it down. If you want, you send it to me so I can check if it's right, and then you can study it as a classical tune. When this will be okay, then you go back to the first exercise, when you had only the normal chords without this kind of it's called tonicization. It's a way to say that every chord you see it as a kind of tonica, a root, and then you go every time through its dominant chords on the second degree flat, which is the twin of the fifth degree. So it's always a dominant. And then tonicization means that every chord becomes in your mind a root, a tonic that you have to reach with the dominant chord. And this dominant chord you build it on the second degree flat instead of the fifth degree of the key. But go back and think about the normal version of the tune that we studied before. The position 1, 8, 7, major 7, 7 or 6, third and melody. And then you start moving the voices inside between the melody and the root, in the way we made for Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Then you can start playing freely with this in your mind. And then you can also think that the chords will not be together, but sometimes you can put one note after the other. You can play slowly. put together also the possibility of the tonization. Okay, I think you have some stuff to work on, so see you soon with the next videos from you, so we can go through this kind of works. Bye!